of the mistakes and one of the things we do as women, one of the mistakes we make in marriages, in relationships, in come with stays, whatever setup you have with your partner, one of the mistakes is not saying what we want and waiting for the other person to predict it or to do it, or to, as in vitu zingine, you know, somehow we think as women, this is just common sense, like I'm his wife, he knows I need this. So we sit and wait for them to predict, to read our minds, and to know what we want even before we tell them. And what happens is, if they are not able to predict, if they don't read the mind, we become so bottled up with emotions, we become so angry, and now it becomes a crisis. By the time we are communicating, we are already emotional. We already, some people have already, some ladies I know have already started calling the mother-in-law. They've already, you know, it now becomes chaos. If only we were able to communicate our needs and our wants with respect and the way we want that. If only we were able to do that. We know, if you're married or if you're in a serious relationship, you know, one of the most important elements, actually I think is the most important element, is communication. Yeah, communicating your needs, asking questions, talking to one another. But if you're not able to do that in that setup, then it means that your needs will not be met. Yeah, and so if your needs are not met, you operate from a place of, this relationship is not what you want. There are some needs that are not being met, but ideally this person is not a mind reader. So for anybody who is also starting to date, some people say that you should not tell someone how to love you or what you like. I say this is Muthoni. I say you can tell them and then step back and observe how they do it. It's also a good thing to first look at what they are offering and how they're showing up before now you can step in and tell them, oh, I really like how you did this. And then you can tell them, next time maybe we can try this. Yeah, I believe the importance of communicating that is, that person has never dated you before. They have dated other women before, but not you, Nancy, not you, Mary, specifically. So tell them. I even talk about love languages. Tell them, I really like flowers. I really enjoy when someone buys me a gift. I really like going out, or I really like spending quality time with you. It's one of my love languages. So what are your love languages? And also ask them in return. Yeah, yes, communicating, talking about your needs. I remember one of the things I was talked to a lot when I was pregnant, just before I gave birth, was how to communicate my needs as a new mom. Yeah, because in my marriage to my husband, because a lot of times some things you think this is common sense, like he should know. But we're not the same. We're not wired the same. We have never been in the same situation with him where we have a newborn. It was our first time. And so I was wondering, why are they telling me this? But then now when I got into it is when I understood. Because some things like hold the baby for me as I clean the pump or the bottles, yeah, or change the diaper for me and hold the baby for 1 hour as I sleep because I haven't slept during the night. You really have to communicate for it to work. And I realized when I was able to communicate my needs in that setup, or what I want, and also hear him, things got way easy and so much better. So one of the reasons we don't communicate is we don't ask, is because we wait for them to know. Another reason why we do not say I deserve this or I want this is because we are not confident in the fact that we are worthy of what we're asking. Yeah, we are not sure of our value, and so we feel like, you know, I don't want to look. And so this is what happens. We start saying, I don't want to look too much. I don't want to look demanding. I don't want to look needy. But why would you look demanding if you're worthy of that thing? Yeah? If you know your value and you know you deserve that thing, why would you be worried about looking needy? It's because you're not confident in your value and your worth in that relationship, in that marriage. So it's hard for you to ask for a car, whereas maybe you feel like I'm at a point where I deserve to be bought for a car, or you're not able to ask for his quality time because you feel like you don't deserve to ask for it. So it's easier for you to sit there angry at yourself because he has not predicted what you want. So if this is you, if you find it hard to communicate what you want in your relationship, especially you find it hard to ask for things that you feel you deserve, because you're not confident of your worth or your value, or because you're worried he might question your worth or your value in that thing, then you need to be part of my bootcamp. I have the upcoming bootcamp, Raising Your Value and Your Worth as a Woman. It's online, a whole 7 days. It's self-paced, so you don't get to miss anything. It's gonna be a wonderful, beautiful platform. I'm also gonna be doing sessions with you, webinars with you during the camp, so do not dare miss it. If you want to raise your value and your worth as a woman, and at the same time be able to operate on that raised value and be able to communicate your needs and and be able to communicate your needs and your wants without worry that the other person will question your value, then this camp is for you. Yeah, all right, see you at the camp. Slots are running out fast. I'm ready for you. I'm looking forward to do this with you people. Yes, so bye.